going on, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Scarface called A Diary. Now, if y'all unfamiliar with Scarface, or if y'all not aware of who he is, come on, man. He's a legendary rap artist from Houston, Texas. He's a part of the Ghetto Boys, and y'all should know who the Ghetto Boys is. This right here is his third album that came out in 1994 under Rap-A-Lot and New Trybe. All right. I'm going to start off by saying there's a lot of Scarface albums that came out, and I must say this is one of my favorites, and I'll probably repeat this again. All right. So this is the real CD. And you know, it took me a while to find this because this CD is getting a little harder to find. This one had the singles, you know, I See a Man Die, or it's another title too, but I can't remember right now. Let me give y'all the producers who made the beats for the album. It was N.O. Joe, Mike Dean, Uncle Eddie, and Scarface himself. All right, and the features, I'll do that along with the songs. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Should be able to see that. All right, so the first one is just an intro. It's a classic intro, and if you heard it, then you know that artists pretty much sampled this intro. Tommy Wright did so. I can't remember the name of the song, but I know he sampled the sound before. Is The White Sheet. This is a really dope track, man. I love the hook of that song. It goes rat-a-tat-tat to your A, hit the motherfucking flow, or something like that. And Scarface coming through with some dope lyrics, man, on there. And if y'all don't know what he means by the white sheet, that's simplifying, you know, when a person die or get killed, they have the white sheet to cover their body. So this is a really dope track, man, and this sets it off for this album, man. Definitely a nice way to start off this dang on album, real talk. Then No Tears. This is a really nice cut. Scarface dropping some really dope lyrics on here. I love that beat, man. It's the snares is like echoing on here, and he coming through again with some dope lyrics. Nice little trivia for you. Did y'all know this song was on the movie Office Space that came out in 1999? It shocked me too, because I was watching it and I heard the song. I said, whoa, wait a minute, this is a Scarface track? But again, it's a nice little cut. It don't last long. Jesse James, that's the next name of the song. And this is another blazing track from Scarface, man. That beat is so hypnotizing, man. And he laying down some really nice lyrics. I also hear a few lines that some artists may have sampled on their songs. This right here is a really dope track. This is probably one of my personal favorites off of the album. And in case y'all don't know who Jesse James is, look him up. I'll just say he was an outlaw. I'll just put it like that. G's, this is a really nice track. It's not bad, but Scar comes through with some of the dope lyrics like he always does. This probably not my best track to choose. I Seen a Man Die. This, if y'all unfamiliar with this song here, man, you must ain't been living around in 94. All right. This was considered his single for the album. There's a video for it as well. Straight amazing track, man. Scarface laying down with the deep lyrics. If y'all familiar with the song, this is on some deep personal stuff, you know, about people who is living wrong, or, you know, living their life the wrong way, and then they down to that road of death. You feel me? I said this before, but this is one of my personal favorites off of the album, man. That beat goes in, and Scarface coming through with some really dope lyrics, man. Really dark to add. One, that's the name of the song, is called One. This song is pretty solid. Scarface, he brings the lyrics, you know, is on point, and he was pretty much talking about, you know, getting with females, kicking it, drinking, smoking, all that good stuff. And you know, as an album like this, you know, you still gotta have like song for the gals and all that stuff. So I get it. Go down to number 10, which is Hand of the Dead Body. All right, this features Ice Cube, and also Devin the Dude is on here. He sings the hook. I'm gonna try to get one of Devin the Dude's albums, so I'm trying to figure out which would be his best one to start off with. This is a blazing track right here, man. Scarface come through with some really dope lyrics on there. I love that first verse, man. To me, this is probably one of the hardest verses that I ever hear Scarface spit, man. He come through with that really on some politics stuff on there, man. He goes in, and then Devin the Dude sings the hook, and there's a dope beat, and then Ice Cube drops a really dope verse, man. If y'all know how Ice Cube used to rap, man, he always drops dope lyrics, man. So I tell people, don't judge Ice Cube for the man he is now, but you gotta hear his earlier tracks, man. He was like the highlight of hip hop at one point, man. But if you're not feeling this song, man, I really don't know what to tell you. But this is one of my personal favorites off of the album. I mean, Ice Cube goes in dissing, you know, Bill and Hillary Clinton, and he goes in, man. Mind Playing Tricks 94. Now, if y'all remember that song, Mind's Playing Tricks, this was a single from the Ghetto Boys back in the day, off of the album We Can't Be Stopped, which is another album I'm going to review in the near future. All right, but this song on here, the song on this one is pretty solid. It's still pretty good. It almost sounds similar to the OG one. So Scarface, he's rapped by himself on there, and he's dropping some really dope lyrics on here. I guess it depends on what you prefer, but you know, I will always choose the OG version. But don't get me wrong, this song is just as good. All right, and then the next one, The Diary, that's the actual name of the song. The beat is nice. Scarface dropped some really nice lyrics. The song is kind of faster than the usual songs that he made on this album. If you listen to it, it sounds kind of 90-ish. You will know that this song definitely came out in the 90s. All right. And then the end of the song is kind of funny. So I think Scarface is like asking him to rap. Whoever it is that he telling to rap, he's like, nah, man, I'm good. You got that, man. And then the last one is just the outro. It's the same thing as the intro. So that's all the songs that I reviewed for this album. To rate this out of a 10, I will give this a solid 9 to a 9.5 out of a 10. So I will give it a solid 9.25. This is a really dope album, and if those say that it's a classic album, I'll agree with you as well. Even though this album in reality has about 9-10 tracks, maybe, I can't remember, most of the songs got some high replay value, man. This was Scarface at its peak. You know, I mean, his first couple albums was really nice, and I'll review those in the near future. But this album right here was what put him on the top when it came to being a hip hop MC, especially from down south. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention that this album went platinum. If you're a Scarface fan, I'm pretty sure this is probably one of the best albums in your opinion, or maybe not, you know. But this is a amazing album. I'm sure you can listen to it on the streams. I can't stress anymore how dope this album is. I mean, even the single for this album went in, man. I can play this song, I can play that song to this day and not get tired of it. So shout out to the producers for the dope productions that they put out on this album, and salute the Scarface, man, for being one of the dopest MCs that ever rip on the mic. All right, so that's it. And you know, I'll add this too. If you're a hip hop head and you never heard this album before, I'm gonna have to question you on your hip hop knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's it. Shout out to Scarface. Shout out to the whole production team and the features. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. All right. Peace out, guys.